Welcome everyone to this new video. So, have you ever cloned a Python project, installed all the packages manually, and still ending up with version conflicts or missing dependencies? That's exactly why requirement.txt exists in Python. And in this video tutorial, we are going to show you not just how to create it, but how professional developers actually use it properly. So this is the agenda of this video. In this video we are going to first understand what is this requirements.txt file, how we can create it, how we basically use it, and in the last we are going to cover some key tips and insights regarding the use of this requirements.txt file. Now let's jump to our first topic and let's first understand what is this requirement.txt file. So whenever you build your Python project, you install external packages like requests, pandas, fast API, numpy. Now imagine sharing your project with someone else. How will they know which package and which version your project basically needs? That's where requirement.txt file comes in. So what is this requirement.txt file? It is simply a file that stores all the dependencies required to run your project. Now let's quickly see an example. So for the example, I will be moving to my Visual Studio screen, and here first I'm going to create one folder. Let's name this folder as src, and in the src I'm going to create one file which you can consider as my main file of the project. And in the file, let's take an example that I'm using two packages or two modules, requests and pandas, for example. Now because I'm using these two packages, my projects depends upon this. So while using this, I also have installed these packages, but how I can share these packages with another user, how that user will get to know about the exact version which this project needs. So this is where requirement.txt comes in, and to basically note down all these dependencies, we use a standard process which is by using the Pip Freeze command. So this is the command that will help you to create requirement.txt. First I will write Pip Freeze, then the icon, and then the name of the file. For example, I want to note down all these dependencies in requirements.txt, and I will hit enter. So what this command will do, this command checks installed packages, captures versions and writes them into a file. So if I open this requirements.txt file, you can see these all packages are coming. Now this might be little confusing. So as you can see, the project requires two libraries, requests and pandas, but there are so many other packages as well which are noted down. So most of them are dependencies of the main package. For example, pandas depend on numpy as well, so numpy is also installed, and so on. Now if you closely look into my terminal, I am already using a virtual environment named as demo env, and also you can see the demo env directory under the demo app main directory. So I'm already using a virtual environment. Let's create another virtual environment first. So I'm going to use the Python command python -m venv, and then the name of the virtual environment demo env, and let's call it as version 2. It is going to create this new virtual environment. So it has created the new virtual environment. Now let's activate this. So I've successfully activated the new virtual environment, and if I do the pip freeze command, it is going to return me the list of packages which are installed in the current environment. Since this is a new environment, it does not include any of the packages. So we are going to use the requirements.txt file to replicate the environment here. So for this, we are simply going to use the pip command, pip install -r, then the requirements.txt file. Requirements.txt file. Let's hit enter, and it's going to install all the dependencies and packages installed in that particular file. So here all the dependencies are successfully installed. Let me quickly do pip freeze to show you that all the dependencies are also installed in the new virtual environment. So with this we have understood how we can create and use requirement.txt file for our projects and maintaining the project dependencies. Now here's something important many tutorials usually skip. The Pip Freeze command captures everything installed in your environment, and sometimes that includes unnecessary packages. So for example, here you can see I installed only two packages, requests and pandas, and you can see how massive this requirement.txt become, because it also installs many dependencies regarding these two packages. It's always a good practice to maintain only project level dependencies in your requirement.txt file. So always try to have a clean virtual environment, isolated dependencies, which can help building reproducible builds. Now there are many common mistakes which developers usually make. One of them is generating requirements.py file from the global Python. So in our example also we were using two virtual environments. One was named as demo env, another one was demo env v2. So always try to use isolated environments instead of generating requirements from the global Python environment. Many people forget version pinning, and there is a very high scope of mixing project dependencies. So these are some of the common mistakes that usually developers do, which we need to be more careful while working with. So next time you build a Python project, don't just install packages randomly. Use requirements.txt file, because reproducible environments are core part of professional Python development. So with this we have come to the end of this video session. If you really like this video, you can hit the subscribe button, you can like this video, and if you want to reach out to us, you can ping us in the comment section, and also you can use the email ID. Thank you so much for watching this video. We are going to meet you in the next one.